Welcome to the Bitcoin Transition. Bitcoin Essentials Course Module 4, Lesson 3. Before we begin, a quick disclaimer. This course is for educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Pause the video here if you'd like to read the full disclaimer in detail. Bitcoin legal considerations. Bitcoin is legal in most parts of the world, but how it's regulated, supported, or restricted can vary dramatically depending on your location. In this section, we're going to explore the legal realities of Bitcoin, how to navigate them with confidence, and how to protect yourself from risk, both now and for future generations. Government regulations and Bitcoin adoption. Let's start with the global landscape. In some countries, Bitcoin is being embraced as a revolutionary tool for economic empowerment. In others, it's misunderstood and heavily restricted. Here are a few key examples. Countries supporting Bitcoin. El Salvador made headlines in 2021 by declaring Bitcoin legal tender. This means no capital gains tax, full legal protection, and direct government support. Switzerland offers a progressive regulatory framework, Bitcoin-friendly banking services, and clear guidelines that encourage innovation. Portugal has become a hub for Bitcoiners, thanks to zero capital gains tax on Bitcoin held by individuals and a growing expat-friendly environment. Countries with restrictive policies. China has banned Bitcoin trading and mining, yet still allows individuals to hold it. Enforcement targets exchanges and miners, not private ownership. India imposes punishing tax rates and suffers from a vague, shifting regulatory environment, leaving Bitcoiners in limbo. Nigeria prohibits banks from servicing crypto businesses, but peer-to-peer Bitcoin trading is booming, showing that regulation can't stop adoption, it only redirects it. The takeaway: you need to understand the laws in your country, but remember, Bitcoin is a borderless network, and with the right tools and strategies, you can operate with freedom no matter where you are. If you're finding this helpful, please take a moment to like and subscribe to the channel. It might seem small, but every like, comment, and subscriber helps boost the algorithm and spread this message further. Everything here is shared freely, with the hope of bringing more peace and prosperity to the world through Bitcoin education. Your support truly makes a difference. Let's talk about the interface between Bitcoin and traditional banking, because that's where a lot of people get stuck. Even in countries where Bitcoin is legal, many banks are hesitant to allow crypto-related transactions. They fear regulatory pushback, fraud exposure, or internal policy conflicts. So here's how to approach banking as a Bitcoiner. Use Bitcoin-friendly banks or neobanks. Swiss Bitcoin banks, e.g., SEBA, Signum, Strike, or Relay for simple Bitcoin fiat services, Unchained Capital for multisig loans, and collaborative custody. Withdraw Bitcoin from exchanges immediately. Don't leave funds at risk of bank scrutiny or custodial seizure. Avoid large fiat to Bitcoin conversions in a single transaction. Spread them out to prevent unnecessary banking flags and preserve privacy. And instead of selling your Bitcoin, consider Bitcoin-backed loans to access liquidity without triggering a taxable event or losing long-term upside. Legal protection for Bitcoin holders. Financial sovereignty doesn't stop at daily use. You need to think about legacy as well. Let's cover 3 critical areas. Inheritance planning. If you hold your own Bitcoin and don't plan properly, your wealth could die with you. That's why inheritance planning is essential. Set up a multi-signature wallet involving trusted family members or legal entities. Store recovery instructions securely, ideally using metal backups in multiple, geographically separate locations. Consider services like Casa or Unchained Capital, which offer inheritance support built into their multisig systems. Without a plan, your Bitcoin can be lost forever. With a plan, it becomes generational wealth. Avoiding government seizure. Even in free countries, financial assets can be frozen or seized, often without due process. Bitcoin gives you an edge if you use it properly. Use self-custody. Not your keys, not your coins isn't just a slogan, it's a legal firewall. Diversified jurisdictions. If possible, hold Bitcoin in countries with clear, pro-Bitcoin legal frameworks. This is especially important for high net worth individuals or those living under uncertain political regimes. Employ privacy techniques like coin join, pay join, and multisig setups to reduce your exposure and make seizure or tracing more difficult. Remember, Bitcoin is neutral, but governments are not. Planning ahead is the price of sovereignty. Legal and regulatory frameworks will continue to evolve, but your sovereignty doesn't have to wait. By staying informed, using the right tools, and making strategic decisions, you can protect your Bitcoin from interference, mismanagement, and even the unexpected. In the next section, we'll look at how to turn all of this into a path to financial independence, so you can not only hold Bitcoin, but thrive with it. Let's keep going. If you're finding this valuable, you'll love the full Bitcoin Essentials course, completely free over at thebitcointransition.org. Inside, you'll get structured lessons, downloadable resources, bonus content, and everything you need to start living on a Bitcoin standard. Head to thebitcointransition.org and get started today for free.